going to discuss a topic on matrices. So you all know, you learn matrix. What is a matrix? Matrix means some elements are arranged in rows and columns and enclosed by this type of brackets. We can call that arrangement as matrix. That means if I write a matrix like this, so this one I can call it as a matrix. Here, these are called rows, these are called columns. So this type of arrangement, or if you use this type of brackets also to represent matrix, we can call that one as matrix. Matrix means if some elements are arranged in rows and columns and enclosed by a particular type of brackets like this, we call that one as matrix. So here, for every matrix, one can easily calculate order of a matrix. Order means number of rows into number of columns. Number of rows into number of columns. So in a matrix, if you can count how many number of rows you are having and number of columns you are having, you can get the order of the matrix. For example, order of 1, 2, 3, 5. Here, how many rows we are having? 2 rows and 2 columns. So order of matrix is 2 by 2. Order of matrix is 2 by 2. Number of rows, if you can count 1, 2, columns 1, 2, 2 by 2 is order. Like this, one can easily calculate order 1. Are you clear? What is order of matrix, man? Order of matrix means number of rows into number of columns. By counting number of rows in the matrix and number of columns in the matrix, one can easily calculate order. So next, coming to the types of matrices. There are so many types of matrices. So few types of matrices today I am going to discuss. They are square matrix. You all know what is square. Square matrix means in a matrix if number of rows equal to number of columns. Number of rows is equal to number of columns. That matrix is called square matrix. Like here I had given one example. This comes under square. So here how many rows you are having, ma? 2 rows, 2 columns. So number of rows are 2, number of columns are 2. Then we call this one as square matrix. Number of rows is equal to number of columns. Otherwise we call that one as rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix means which is not square. A matrix which is not square, we call that one as rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix, another definition like this, we can write same definition like this also. Number of rows is not equal to number of columns, or matrix which is not square is called rectangular matrix. So rectangular matrix example, any matrix which do not have same number of rows and columns, we can represent that one as rectangular matrix. See here, number of rows if you can count, 1, 2 rows, ma. How many columns, ma? 1, 2, 3. So order is 2 by 3. Rows are 2, columns are 3. Rows not equal to columns. Then we call that one as rectangular matrix. Next, null matrix or zero matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix. This one is represented by a letter O. Zero matrix means in a matrix, if all the elements are 0, like this. For example, I am writing O 2 by 2. That means a null matrix of order 2 by 2. In this, we have 4 elements. That 4 elements are zeros. 4 elements are zeros. That type of matrix is called zero matrix. Another name for this is null matrix. Another name, null matrix. So null matrix means a matrix which contains all elements 0. That type of matrix is called null matrix. Are you clear, man? The types of matrices here, square means number of rows equal to number of columns. Rectangular means number of rows not equal to number of columns. Zero matrix means all the elements in the matrix should be zero. Row matrix. A matrix which contains only one row is called row matrix. In a matrix, if you observe only one row like this, 1, 2, 5. So how many rows we are having here? Only one row. How many columns we are having? 1, 2, 3. Number of columns may be any. But a row, a matrix with only one row is called row matrix. Similarly, a matrix with only one column is called column matrix. A matrix with only one column. How many columns, ma? One column. So for example, take B matrix, you are having this type. In this, if you count, rows are 1, 2, 3. But column is only 1. 3 by 1. A matrix which contains only one column like this, that is called column matrix. A matrix which contains only one row like this, that is called row matrix. Similarly, we are having another type of matrix, one part in the matrix, which we can call that one as principal diagonal of a matrix. Principal diagonal of a matrix. What is principal diagonal of a matrix? Before going to discuss what is principal diagonal of a matrix, first you know the square matrix. This principal diagonal exists only for square matrix. So if you take one square matrix like this, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 9, 1, 2, 1. So this is square matrix. In this square matrix, starting from first row of first element, second row of second element, third row of third element. These three elements are called principal diagonal elements. First row of first element, second row of second element, third row of third element. A line joining these diagonal elements is called principal diagonal. A line joining diagonal elements. Diagonal elements means starting from first row of first element, second row of second element, third row of third element. This line indicates principal diagonal. 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1 are called diagonal elements. Diagonal elements, which plays key role to define so many definitions in types of matrix. What is principal diagonal? Principal diagonal means a line joining diagonal elements. A line joining diagonal elements. Diagonal elements means starting from first row of first element, second row of second element, third row of third element is called principal diagonal. Basing on this principal diagonal, one can easily define what is diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix ma. Just now I said what is principal diagonal ma. Diagonal matrix means this is also for square matrix. For a square matrix, except principal diagonal, remaining all elements are zero, then we call that one as diagonal matrix. Except principal diagonal, that means principal diagonal we may keep some non-zero elements. Other than principal diagonal, we may keep non-zero, all zero elements. Principal diagonal, non-zero. Other than principal diagonal, all zero. This type of matrix is called diagonal matrix. Next, coming to diagonal matrix means, are you clear? Diagonal matrix generally we represent with D, or we can write this matrix like this: DIAG, diagonal 1, 3, 5. Diagonal 1, 3, 5 means diagonal elements only non-zero, remaining all elements are zero. That is called diagonal elements. In this diagonal, one type of matrix is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix means that is one type of diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix in which principal diagonal elements are equal is called scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix in which principal diagonal elements are equal like this. If you observe, all principal diagonal elements are equal. Not only 5, if you have 3 here, you should have 3 only. That type of matrix is called scalar matrix. Scalar is one type of diagonal matrix. There is another one most important matrix in matrices, that is unit matrix or identity matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix, it is represented by a letter I. Unit matrix means a square matrix in which all principal diagonal elements are equal to 1. All principal diagonal elements are equal to 1 and remaining elements are 0. Remaining elements are 0. That matrix is called unit matrix or identity matrix. So here the difference between these three you can observe. Diagonal means diagonal non-zero elements. Any elements you may have. Scalar means diagonal all are equal elements. Equal means it may be 5, 3 other than 1. 5, 3, 2 like that. If you have in the diagonal exactly 1, that matrix we call it identity matrix. Generally we represent this matrix as I3. I3 means identity matrix of order 3. Identity matrix of order 3. Upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix means, as we now discussed about principal diagonal, basing on principal diagonal only we are going to discuss upper triangular matrix also. In a square matrix, all the elements below the principal diagonal are 0, then that matrix is called upper triangular matrix. In a square matrix, for example, if I have a matrix like this, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 3. See here, this is principal diagonal, this is principal diagonal. All the elements below the principal diagonal are 0. Then that matrix is called upper triangular matrix. So name says upper triangular. That means you will have a triangle in upper side. Below the upper triangular, you will have all zeros. Next, coming to lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix means quite opposite to upper triangular. What I said in upper triangular, the elements below the principal diagonal are 0. Here, the elements above the principal diagonal are 0, remaining all non-zero elements, like this. Above the principal diagonal, 0. See, this is principal diagonal. Above the principal diagonal, all elements are 0. Then we call that one as lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix means the element in a square matrix, all the elements above the principal diagonal are 0, that is lower. Even though we call it lower, the lower means lower triangle formed. Here this is triangle. Upper means upper triangle is formed. That's why this one call it as upper triangular matrix. This one as lower triangular matrix. Next, coming to the important topic in matrices, transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix is represented like A power T. It is obtained by interchanging rows or columns. In a matrix, transpose of a matrix is obtained by interchanging rows as columns or columns as rows. What I am saying, for example, if you have a matrix like this, to find A transpose, you need to make rows as column or columns as rows. What I am saying, here in this matrix, first row is 1, 2. Make that 1, 2 as first column here. Second row is 3, 5. Make that second row as second column. This is called transpose of a matrix. So transpose of a matrix is obtained by interchanging row as column or column as row. Basing on this transpose of a matrix, we are having another type of matrix which is called symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix means Symmetric matrix means A is a square matrix if A transpose equal to A. If A transpose equal to A, then that matrix is called symmetric matrix. Example ma, if you have a matrix like this, 1, 2, 2, 3. So find out A transpose ma. Find out A transpose. Write first row as first column. First row as first column. Second row as second column. What you got ma? Same matrix you got, right? A transpose also equal to A. So whenever A transpose equal to A, that matrix is called symmetric matrix. Similarly, there is another type of matrix, skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix means like symmetric. In square matrix, if A transpose equal to minus A means additive inverse. If one matrix is equal to transpose equal to its additive inverse, then we can call that matrix as skew symmetric matrix. For example, if you have a matrix like this, 0, minus 2, 2, 0. Then what happens? What is A transpose for this mark? A transpose equal to 0, minus 2, 0. So then what happens? So take here plus 2. Then what happens? First row I am writing like this. Second row I am writing like this. Transpose means you got 0, 2, minus 2, 0. Now find out minus A. What is minus A? Multiply this one with minus sign. Then what you will get? 0, 2, plus into minus, minus 2, 0. Now observe, these two are equal. A transpose is 0, 2, minus 2, 0. Minus A is 0, 2, minus 2, 0. Then A transpose equal to minus A. A is skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. A square matrix is said to be orthogonal. A square matrix is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose equal to A transpose into A equal to I. A square matrix is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose equal to A transpose into A equal to I, or A transpose equal to A inverse, then we call that one as orthogonal matrix. This is very most important application in matrices. We will make a matrix is orthogonal whenever we need to find A inverse. Then what happens? Instead of finding A inverse, simply if you find A transpose, then A transpose will be equal to A inverse. Why you know very well ma? A inverse is too difficult to find compared to A transpose. A transpose means just now I said, what I said A transpose means by interchanging row as column, we can get A transpose. But to find A inverse, adjoint A by det A, that is lengthy process. So whenever to find A inverse, easily we make a matrix as orthogonal. What is orthogonal matrix? A square matrix is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose equal to A transpose into A equal to I. So these are real matrices till now what I said. Now I am going to discuss few complex matrices. Complex matrices. Complex matrices means a matrix which contains complex numbers as its elements. Complex number means numbers in the form A plus or minus IB, where I equal to root minus 1. This type of elements, very simply what we can say, a matrix which has I, we can call that one as complex matrix. So, for example, if you have a matrix like this, 2i, 3, 4i, 2 plus I, here you can find I. This type of matrices comes under complex matrix. There are few operations we can do on complex matrices, that is conjugate of a matrix. Conjugate of complex matrix, actually conjugate of matrix means conjugate of matrix is denoted by A bar. Conjugate of a matrix is obtained by replacing every element with its conjugate complex. Conjugate complex means already I written here A. I am writing A bar for this matrix. Then what you will get? Conjugate complex of 2i is minus 2i. And one more thing you need to remember, most important thing. For a real number, conjugate is same. Conjugate of a real number is real number. So conjugate of a 3 is 3 1. Because we don't have I. The number which do not have I, we can call that one as real. So here we are having I. Conjugate of 4i is minus 4i. Conjugate of plus I is minus I. 2 minus I. So what you need to remember while writing conjugate? Conjugate of I is minus I. Conjugate of minus I is plus I. If you remember that one, you can easily write conjugate for any matrix. Conjugate of real number is real number. If you know conjugate of a matrix, there is another most important application on complex matrix. Conjugate transpose of a matrix. Conjugate transpose of a matrix. Conjugate transpose. Name itself says meaning. Conjugate transpose. Conjugate is represented like bar. Conjugate transpose. A bar whole transpose. Simply what we can say, transpose of conjugate matrix. Transpose of conjugate matrix is called conjugate transpose matrix. A bar whole transpose or A power theta. A bar whole transpose or A power theta is called conjugate transpose of a matrix. Basing on this conjugate transpose of a matrix, we can define some types of complex matrix, very most important types. They are Hermitian matrix. Hermitian matrix. Hermitian matrix. Hermitian matrix means like real symmetric matrix. You all know symmetric matrix means A transpose equal to A. The same concept here also, but there we write transpose, here we will write theta, conjugate transpose. What I am saying, if A power theta equal to A, if A power theta equal to A, then that matrix is called Hermitian matrix. So, example, if A equal to 4, 1 plus 3i, 1 minus 3i, 7. So this is the matrix. For this I am going to find A power theta now. To find A power theta, what we need to find? First we need to find A bar. A bar, you know just now I said, A bar means conjugate of a matrix. How to find conjugate? By replacing every element with its conjugate complex. But you all know that conjugate of a real number is real number. So conjugate of 4 is 4. Conjugate of I is minus I. 1 minus 3i. Conjugate of minus ii is plus I. That means 1 plus 3i. Again you don't have I here. That one we call it as real number. Conjugate of a real number is real number. This is A bar. Now I am finding A bar whole transpose. A bar whole transpose means you need to transpose. Transpose means make row as column. Write first row as first column. 4, 1 minus 3i, 1 plus 3i, 7. Now this one we can treat it as A power theta. What is A power theta now? A power theta is 4, 1 plus 3i, 1 minus 3i, 7. What is A? 4, 1 plus 3i, 1 minus 3i, 7. These two are equal. A power theta is equal to A. So we can call A as Hermitian matrix. Just like real symmetric matrix, here we are having complex symmetric matrix. Next, similar type like skew symmetric matrix, we are having skew Hermitian matrix. Skew Hermitian. Skew Hermitian matrix. Skew Hermitian means just like skew symmetric matrix. There A transpose equal to minus A. What I said just now, in real we write transpose, in complex in the place of transpose we write theta. So basing on that definition we can easily define skew Hermitian if A power theta equal to minus A power theta equal to minus A, then that matrix we will call it as skew Hermitian. For example, if you have a matrix like this, 2i, 0, 0, 2i, if you have. So find out A bar. A bar means for complex number, if you have I, you will get minus I. If you have minus I, you will get plus I. Here you are having plus I. So what you will get? Minus I. Conjugate of real number is real number. Conjugate of 0 is 0. Conjugate of 0 is 0. Conjugate of 2i is minus 2i. Again find out A bar whole transpose. A bar whole transpose, which is called A power theta. A bar whole transpose means you need to make row as column. First row as first column, minus 2i, 0. Second row as second column, 0, minus 2i. But this is not equal to A, but if you find minus A, that means multiply every element of A with minus sign. If you multiply with minus sign, what you will get? Minus 2i, 0, 0, minus 2i. Now these two are equal. A bar whole transpose equal to minus A. That means A power theta equal to minus A. Then A is called skew Hermitian matrix. Skew Hermitian matrix.